Thank you for taking the time to meet me, and thank you for accepting this huge challenge that is the Marathon Gate every year, almost 150 square meters art in public space. We are curious to know a little bit about your artistic process in general. I know that you're an anthropologist and you work with communities, with memories, with bringing people and ideas together. So I was wondering if you could tell us more about that.
Thank you so much for the challenge, no? Because it's a challenge to do the 12 by 6 meter gate. It's actually a wonderful thing to be able to show this, and the work is called All Our Flags. And I have of course many references, but I started with the idea, of course, the political context we have right now, and distilling it down to what unites us, what brings us together. And of course, the concept of a flag actually highlights the differences between nations, between ethnies, between regions. And I wanted to turn this narrative around.
To turn it onto its head a little bit.
Exactly, and to see, bottom line, what unites us.
So is it about making a common flag, or is it about making more flags and sort of explore that granulation and that texture? Like, in what direction was it more comfortable for you as an artist, and also you as a group, because you worked with students?
Exactly, and I think this is essential, because of course I imagined this concept, and I was thinking a lot about what's the basic thing that every culture has. The Marathon Gate offered a space for 8 different symbolic flags. And I chose the materials. I made a concept and chose the materials, which is pure weaving, the purest, the most simple weaving that every nation has. You have the red color, the red wool, which is also common in every culture, from Americas to Australia, let's say. And we have mirrors, which is also very symbolic. It's also a regional thing in Transylvania, but also you have it from India to everywhere else in the world, as a talisman of protection, of reflection, and so on. And what would have been the point if I imagine all our flags? So that's why I thought this has to be a participatory work. It has to be a vision of more people, even if the materials are given. The concept of each flag was made by teams of students from the Textile Design University in Cluj. We were 18 people, well, 20 something at the end, that worked really hard, 7 days, 7 full days, no stop almost, to produce this flag, to imagine, to conceive, and then to produce the flags. Because I think the most fertile ground is where we clash. It's like in nature, it's like in the garden, where the plants grow. When they grow all together, they grow bigger and taller and are more beautiful. This is also what we experienced here. We experienced working together. We had conflicts, we have tension, we have productive days, we have a lot of creativity, a lot of hardworking hands, and I think the result is fantastic.
This is exactly as you described. This is the mandala, no? The essence of working and living together, with good things and bad things, but at the end of the day, what comes out of it. And with this, I want to go a little bit on the symbolic and the archetypes that came out of this sort of hive mind thinking process. So it has granularity, it has texture, and it has moments of clash and moments of harmony and so on. How is that illustrated, or how did that translate into the types of drawings or the types of symbols or archetypal symbols that you chose for the final work?
For me, it was very important to have a harmony, of the whole work, to actually have a sequence. So you see from left to right or from right to left, but to have to try to imagine something, to have a meaning. And of course, before making the concept, we talk a lot with the students about the science of making flags, of vexillology, about how the brain reacts to certain images. But in the end, they were free to think about bottom line peace. All our flags is essentially about how we live together and peace. And it was beautiful how they imagined, they started with the tree of life, and then they had the sequence of organic and the geometry.
Yes.
That is so very present in all folklore in all the world. So you have this combination, exactly. And I think it's a mirror. If we talk about reflection of one another, no, we reflect also the world, and it's a mirror of or a sample of what is going on right now in the world, and of the symbols that we are brought up with.